Tonight's postgame show is brought to you by the Pittsburgh Sports Report, Pittsburgh's premier sports publication. Pick up your copy today and visit them on the web at pittsburghsportsreport.com. A 30-6 victory for the Thomas Jefferson Jaguars, and the juggernaut continues, John.
They rolled right on. They're just tough to beat in Big 8 conference play, and so we'll see what happens with them the rest of the year. Meantime, we've got more work for Ellis downstairs, huh?
That we do. Player of the game. Ellis, who do you have?
Well, it's a joy instead. Ryan Ruffing, congratulations. You're our player of the game.
Thanks.
Well, you have to feel pretty good about how things are going. Last week you had 130 yards, 65-yard touchdown. My numbers have you at about 5 yards a carry tonight, 100 and plus yards. Things are starting to round out pretty well for you.
Yeah, I mean, our line just does such a great job creating the holes, and TJ, our other running back, comes in when I'm winded and stuff, and that's a huge advantage having two running backs because we're always fresh on defense. So.
Yeah, they're telling me 23 carries, 102 yards, and of course the 2 touchdowns. Yeah, you're right. The other fellow with a pair as well. You had some opportunities in the first half and didn't quite get those in, but Coach told me at halftime you wanted to run the ball. That had to be music to your ears to open up that second half.
Oh, yeah. I mean, first half we could have capitalized a little more, but it is what it is. So in the second half, we just ran the clock down.
475 yards or so offense last week. Is this offense now starting to come together?
Yeah, I think it is. I think we meshed pretty good. The line's doing great. The receivers, everyone's making plays. So I think we're doing good.
Yeah, over 300 yards again tonight, so another productive night. As this team looks forward, I know it's 1 week at a time. It seems as if despite the fact you had to replace some players and you're young in spots, this team is starting to mature just like so many other TJ teams over the years.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, when the seniors leave, it's expected from the tradition of TJ to have the other seniors step up, and I think they have.
Well, I think he stepped up as well. Last year, 12 touchdowns before his season was ended with a collarbone injury, so he's picked up right where he left off, and he's going strong through 7. Congratulations, young man.
Thanks.
All right, there you go. Let's get back upstairs to Chris and John. We'll get Coach in a moment.
All right, I like that sentiment, John. It's expected that we step up and take the places of the guys who graduate.
Well, it is, and in the second half, it was Matrasha that did most of the running, did most of the work, and got the 2 24 and 28-yard touchdown runs to help put this game away. But he's exactly right. It's really nice to have 2 tailbacks like they have.
I remember Coach Turpak gave us T-shirts a couple of years ago. It said on the back, tradition never graduates, and they just keep rebuilding and actually retooling. Ellis is with Coach Turpak right now.
All right, a pleasure to be with Coach Turpak. Coach, congratulations. I had a feeling at halftime you wanted to clean up some things offensively. You said to me at half that you wanted to come out and run the ball. 8-minute drives, that sort of gets people's attention.
We wanted to use the clock and be physical and pound the ball and kind of try to wear them down a little bit, and I think we did a good job of it.
Bill Cowher always used to say the first drive of the second half is the most important. You're shaking your head. I believe you believe that as well.
That's absolutely true. You set that tempo for the rest of the game. We were able to take that ball from our own 20 all the way down, and we did a nice job of it.
I just asked Ryan Ruffing about how the offense is coming along. Last week, you had a particularly big week, almost 500 yards. But it looks, despite some of the things you needed to clean up early tonight, this offense is starting to roll into shape.
It's coming together, and we have pretty much 2 distinctive offenses with the spread package with Dom, and then we run the pro and the 2 backs. And so we're pretty comfortable with both of them, and whatever's there, that's what we're going to take.
Yeah, you like those packages from what I understand.
Exactly, and, the defense can't cover everything. So, if they're covering something, we'll go with something else and try to take advantage of that.
I mentioned in the pregame this train is starting to really roll. Obviously, we all know about the success, but as you look forward, this was the last team with a winning record. Now, again, I know you're not going to start reflecting on all those types of things, but are you starting to get a feeling about this team, one that some people thought you needed to rebuild, that instead is retooling and coming along at the right time?
I feel that. We don't want to be playing our best football in week 5 and 6. We want to be playing it in 10, 11, 12. So we're getting better and better. And I knew we wouldn't be, at this point, the best we're going to be. So we're coming along. We're on the path that we want to be on, and things are starting to come together.
Coach, you got a team over there waiting for you. Congratulations on the win. Always a pleasure working with you and your staff.
Thanks
for your hospitality as well.
You're welcome. Thank you.
All right, take care. Coach Bill Chirpick, always a pleasure to work with the folks down here at TJ, their hospitality, and on homecoming particularly well. Guys, always a pleasure. And, of course, tonight, a lot more fun for us, maybe even than normal, as the game unfolded into a 30-6 win on the sidelines and in the booth. Thanks so much. Anything else you got to ask? I'm here to answer.
Well, That was a Hall of Fame performance.
It really was. It
Oh,
really
my,
was.
I tell you what, that's very good of both of you. I tell you what, it was interesting. I thought the Trinity, and we all talked about at the beginning of this game, they came in here with a little bit of the attitude that maybe this is the time we could match up. I'd mentioned before that Coach Dawson mentioned that maybe his athletes were there now, that they could match up. And, boy, you know, that might have been the hope, but it didn't work out that way despite having those opportunities. Those opportunities they had in the first half to maybe do some things when TJ couldn't. Just all went away with those 3 turnovers. You put 2 touchdowns in off of 3 fumbles, and it's going to be real tough no matter how you think you match up to come back, and that's what happened tonight.
You're right. The turnovers in the first half killed them.
They did, and, of course, that long drive to open the second half, I mean, that's killer football. That's reaching into your soul right there.
All right, TJ is the big winner. And we want to thank you for tuning in here to the Papa John's Pizza Comcast High School Football Game of the Week, presented by the Lincoln Park Performing Arts Charter School. Ellis Cannon on the sidelines, John Sanders, Chris Shovlin here in the booth. For our entire crew, thank you so much. And that is the end of our postgame show, brought to you by the Pittsburgh Sports Report, Pittsburgh's premier sports publication. Pick up your copy today. Visit them on the web at pittsburghsportsreport.com. TJ, a big, big winner here tonight on Comcast. And don't forget, join us next week. Shaler, NA on Comcast.